Happy birthday to you. How are you doing? Welcome to the first day of the rest of your life. Because every day is your birthday if you choose to celebrate it as such. It's got a weird thing here at the moment. We've got sunshine over there, but I'm getting slightly drizzled on, and I'm obviously very hot because I've had to take my my hoodie off, which no doubt lots of you got very used to watching me in my hoodie, and now I've just got a t-shirt on, but it's kind of half raining, so I'm not quite sure what's going on here really, but it's fun. Anyway, welcome to the first day of the rest of your life. Happy birthday to everybody. How are you doing? We have 4 people whose real birthdays it is today, and we're going to celebrate their birthdays and wish them a happy birthday. Good morning. Celine, Brian, Felix and Stuart. Stuart, Robbie at least used to take photographs at Dean Close School, the old school I used to go to. And Felix, I knew him through the public speaking events. German guy. Yeah, seem to remember him. Quite a good guy, quite funny. Big guy as well, big guy. Used to give me a run for my money for sure. Those of you know me know I'm quite a big guy. 6'7". Not big on the round side, but I think I can go. Lost some weight, look. Nice things. Looking good, eh? Good morning viewer, how are you doing? Right, so we start off by wishing those 4 people happy birthday, blowing out candles on our cakes, but also a bit of breathing exercise and positive thinking for ourselves as well, because we also want to wish ourselves a happy birthday. So we clear out our lungs, kind of imagine, practice, that's probably a good way, isn't it? Practice blowing out your candles, and then breathe for 5 in through your nose, hold it for 5. Didn't count down, never mind. Think about something you want positive you want to say, and then blow out the candles on your cake. Happy birthday. Positive thinking. Think about something you want for the future, some sort of positive thinking thought for the future. I haven't done this particularly well, but there you go. Happy birthday to Celine, Brian, Felix and Stuart. I'm not sure where Celine and Brian, where I know you from, so please let me know. Celine, it looks like you're Cheltenham based, so just let me know how I know you, where I know you from. And if you want to tell us what you're selling and how people can buy stuff from you in the comments below, feel free to do so. That's open for the people whose real birthdays it is today. Not just the people who are celebrating their birthday like all the rest of us are. So anyway, happy birthday to everybody. So we're rebranding ourselves today. Okay, we're not actually going to rebrand ourselves, but that's the theory. That's the theme of today's talk. I can't remember which one it came from. There's 3 links in the Evan Carmicheal video down below. One is with Cathy Wood from Ark Invest. The rain is getting quite hard now. I may have to decamp in a moment. So it's more about investing, but it's got quite a lot of like how to build a business and how to believe in yourself kind of stuff in there. It's kind of cool. The Ent-spresso, which is Matthew McConaughey. This is where the rebrand yourself bit comes from. Matthew McConaughey. And Evan goes on to talk about how we have to become a new person. We have to decide that we're no longer going to be the old brand and we're going to move into the new brand. It comes from Matthew McConaughey, who when he was doing like romantic comedies for years and years and years, and then he didn't want to do that anymore, so he took a break from filmmaking for a while, and then came back with a legal drama. I can't remember the name of it, and then that changed his career path, and he stopped doing these romantic comedies all the time and started doing I'm trying to decide whether or not it's too rainy or not too rainy. Anyway, I think maybe I should move just before it gets too wet and damp. Anyway, so that was his rebranding, and we have to do that as well. If we want to change and become, if we want to have a better life, if we want to change our lives, if we want to live a life we love, take part in my 7-day challenge starting on Sunday, let me know. We get into this little hut here, just so you know what I'm going into. Little train, choo choo. Even though it is sunny over there somewhere. Where's the sun? Where's the sun? There it is. There's the sun. But it's also raining, so I'm getting a bit damp. There we go. Yes, you can see I'm getting a little bit damp here, can't you? In fact, yes, the rain is starting to really fall now. Anyway. So we have to choose to change. If we want to change, well, basically nothing changes unless we change. That's one of those things. There's a really cool meme. It's one of these protesters saying, what do we want? Change. When do we want it? Eventually. Who wants to change or something like that. I can't remember what the actual thing is. It's like, yeah. What do we want? Change. Who wants to change? Nah, not really. Nobody really wants to change. Yeah, so we have to decide that we want to change. We have to decide that we're no longer going to be. We have to make choices and decide that we're no longer going to be the old person. Our old stories are no longer going to serve us, and they're not going to be our future stories. As I think it's Jill Stanton that said it, which is what we focus on becomes our future. Well, our focus becomes our future, which is cool. This is very true. And I can't remember who said this, but thoughts become things. There's a very famous guy who has actually a whole website called Thoughts Become Things. You certainly get an email every day. You can get an email from him every day, and he's where it's thoughts become things. So that's kind of cool. Morning, Ngok. How are you doing? Happy birthday to you, because every day is your birthday. And then I think it was. I can't remember which one. Again, one of those 3 videos that's on there at the moment. And the third, I think it's the top one actually, which is the sort of morning intentions thing, which is really, really cool. I've only got to listen to about half of them so far, but I think in that's the one where it says we all have a computer brain. It's like putting a computer on your desk, and if you never learn how to use the computer, then it's just a brick. But normally when you put a computer on your desk, you want to learn how to use it. You open it up and you play around with it, and then you learn how to use the programs inside the computer. You learn how to use email, and you learn how to use the web browser. You learn how to use Excel and Word, or whatever alternatives you want to use are. You don't just leave it there and do nothing with it, do you? And it's the same with your brain. We have to learn how to use our brains, because most of us are just born with it. We never taught how to use it. We never learn how to implement our brains, and that's what we teach you in the 7-day challenge starting on Sunday if you're interested. So let me know about that. The other thing that I was taught a long time ago, this was Law of Attraction. Michael Lozier said this. When you're doing intentions or affirmations, he always used to say, instead of saying I will be successful, or I will have this money, or or even, because a lot of times you'll say I am going to be this person, or I will earn this amount of money, or I am earning this sort of money. A lot of people say I am earning this sort of money. Hello, good morning, viewer with dark hair, whoever that was who popped on then briefly. How are you? Well, who are you? Let me know who you are. Couldn't tell from the photo. I have, a lot of people say speak it in the present like you already have achieved it. So I am a millionaire, for example. And then Michael Lozier suggested change that to I am in the process of becoming a millionaire, because then your brain, because otherwise you say I am a millionaire, your brain goes, yeah, but I'm not, so that's pointless, isn't it? But if you change it to I am in the process of becoming a millionaire, then that means you're taking the steps. Hello Carl, how you doing? That you are taking the steps towards becoming that future vision of yourself, and you're doing the things now that will allow you to become that person in the future. So I am in the process of becoming a millionaire is a much better way of putting that, because your brain can then believe that. And then can start taking steps towards that. We talked about goals, having a goal, a direction you want to go in, and then seeing the yellow arrows that are going to lead you in that direction if you're looking for them, if you have that clear goal that you're heading towards. But then, as we said yesterday, I think having fun along the way and being happy to meander around like you do on the Camino, going looking at churches and so forth, having fun on the way, but then still having this destination, but then you see the yellow arrows that are pointing in the direction. I am in the process of walking to Santiago, and therefore, as I'm in the process of walking to Santiago, I can see the yellow arrows that are pointing me towards Santiago all the time, even if I go off and have a coffee in a shop that's off the beaten track or something. In fact, we did get lost a couple of times. There's a couple of times when we took the wrong road, missed the turning. It's quite funny. I was with my friend Sue, and we were walking across like this, and we were just chatting. We were saying, I haven't seen anybody for a little while. And then we looked across to our right, and right across the wine fields, there was a big stream. You could see a big line of people walking over there and go, oh, we've obviously come off the path. So we cut through the vineyards to catch up with the other people. It was a bit of a tricky walk, as you can probably imagine. But that was just us going off the path because we were chatting away and didn't pay any attention to the signs. And then we could see the people who were there. That's the direction we wanted to go in. So we went back on track, heading towards Santiago. So that's where we were heading to. Cool. Another thing that Jill says about learning how to work your brain is to be aware of your thoughts, because your thoughts become things. Your focus becomes your future, and so you need to be aware of the thoughts you're thinking, because the thoughts you're thinking and the words you're saying. That's the other thing that Jill said. I couldn't remember what she said. I was looking for a particular thing. Okay, so first of all she says catch, cancel and correct. So as you're having a thought, a negative thought of some kind. Good morning. Unexpected rain. Catch the thought in your head, and then cancel that negative thought, and then correct it and turn it into a positive thought. So a positive swing on that of some kind. Yeah, so instead of saying I'm broke, you go, oh no, catch that, cancel that, I'm in the process of becoming a millionaire. There you go, as an example of that to tie into what I was saying before. So cool. I think that was it. Oh, then the other thing that she was saying was, oh no, I've forgotten it again now. You should always say these things when you first think of them, isn't it? Dang it. Hopefully, if I remember, I will type it in the comments below, or if I say it in a minute, I'll remember it as well. Catch and cancel. What did she say? It's very irritating, isn't it? Never mind. The other thing that I wanted to say on here is Brendan Bouchard. I think he said it yesterday on one of the videos yesterday. It was kind of cool, which I'd forgotten about, which I want to encourage people to do as well, which is to have anchors throughout your day. And he has this anchor, which is, I think is really cool, is that every time he goes through a door frame, so here's a door frame right here. There's a door frame right here. Every time you go through a door frame, say, bring on the joy. It's like, what joy am I going to bring into this next room? I'm about to walk into a new room. What joy am I going to bring into this room? Yeah, so you've always got this kind of positive thinking. And of course, if you do that every single time you walk through the door, you start to rewire your brain so that every time you walk through the door, you have this thought. I actually have, every morning when I walk out of my house and I'm walking along the street, I'm doing a bit of breath work as I'm walking. And I'm looking at the trees and the greenery, and I have there's some smelly flowers usually along the way, and I want to smell the flowers and so forth. So it's all kind of part of my routine. And then I usually look up to the sky, and often when there are clouds, well, in the past it always used to be every time I saw a cloud, I would think of my friend Roz back in Essex, and put a smile on my face every single time. It always did. She always does. She always puts a smile on my face. It's a lovely girl. And now every morning, because I've done it so often, every morning when I look up at the sky, even if there's not clouds, I still think of Roz, and she still makes me smile. So it's just a lovely little thing. Every single morning I just go, oh, hello, thanks Roz. Feels like she's gone. She's not gone at all. She's living in Essex with her two young girls. Yeah, just lots of fond memories of the time we spent together in autumn of 2016. Just after my Camino walk, interestingly enough. Right, okay, that's all me for now done. That's 13 minutes in. I can't remember what Jill said, Jill's little statement she said, which is very useful. Hopefully I'll remember it on the way home, and I will post it below and add it to the comments. So if you look right down to the bottom of the comments, there's notes in there, and I will add it into the notes, which is what I was about to do. I was about to just type it into the notes while I was talking, and I thought, no, I'll remember this, and I forgot it completely. This happens, doesn't it? Anyway, take care, everybody. Love you all. Let's just do this, shall we? Yes, boom. Sending you loads of love. Go out and tell somebody you love them. And remember to blow out your birthday candles regularly, every day. Do it 5 times in a row. Blow out your 5 candles on your cake. Five breath in, breath in for 5, hold for 5, breathe out for 5, blow out your 5 candles, do it 5 times, and think of 5 positive things for your future. There you go. 5. Lots of those things. Take care, guys. Love you all. Bye for now.